So guys, welcome back to another video. This is kind of a check-in on the KRC-20 tokens. So we've had around a month of KRC-20 full launch right now, and these are the main coins that we're kind of seeing on the network. I haven't seen any other ones that are really like popping up. There was other ones that were on this list when KRC-20 launched, but I believe that they were kind of like dummy KRC-20 tokens that basically didn't hold any value because there were market caps of 900 billion, which obviously was associated with 900 billion coins that were minted and then assigned a value. So they've kind of got rid of all of that and cleaned it up a little bit. So you can see Nacho is still at the top, and then it's Kaspa, Conan, Caspi, Bert, and then a bunch of others if you go down here. And their market caps are actually fairly big just for tokens. So Kaspa's market cap was at 69 million. If we go back here and we go to max all time and we go to market cap, we can see 69 million. Kaspa's market cap was around 69 million in 2022, so only 2 years ago. And now 2 years down the line, we have basically a token on that chain that has a market cap of nearly the same. And a lot of people, even me included, didn't think that this was gonna really hold too much value, because over time, even if you've seen it with Bitcoin runes and Bitcoin ordinals, they lost value very quickly. It was kind of a short-lived thing. Even after a month, their market caps tended to go down for a lot of them. But if we look here on the top, let's just go with top 5 that we're seeing here by market cap. So this is the top 5. You can see in the last month, Nacho, it still held the price quite nicely. So we were expecting basically to start off here. You know, when you're spec mining a coin and it hits an exchange and it goes all the way down, that's kind of what we were expecting, but it has actually survived, and you can kind of see the same for basically all of them. So Kaspa has actually done really, really well as a coin. This was a very, very low market cap, and it's actually shot up quite a lot. And then we go on to Conan, and you can see the same thing here. So a lot of the tokens are still rising, which is good to see, because Kaspa coin's price isn't necessarily rising, but it seems like KRC-20 on the token side is actually doing very well. So for this Dog K token, this is what we would assume to see on a lot of the tokens, but it seems like the top 5 ones have kind of survived it, and I think they'll be going on into the future. So I wouldn't recommend buying them right now because they are at an all-time high, but if they dip down and then Kaspa has kind of like a price uptake, I'm sure that these will go crazy as well along with it. And you can see, if we just go to the past 3 months, the price of Kaspa coin hasn't really been great. KRC-20 came in like around here, and it got up to 18 cents, I want to say, but now it's all the way back down to around 13 cents. So Kaspa hasn't really recovered, but on the token side, it's obviously been doing very well for those top tokens that we see there. If we go on market cap, so this is what I was talking about. These ones are not technically the correct market cap, if that makes sense. So Nacho is, and then anything that basically has a chart that's relatively assembled is a real token. So we can actually, so if you look here as well, you can see that this one, the price of it is just 1 token for this price. So normally what I'd do is I'd go on volume by 24 hours because that kind of gives you which ones are actually being traded right now. So this is kind of what we're seeing. So as I said, a lot of them have been doing very well. You can obviously pick them up if you want to. I'll make a video on that very, very soon on how to actually get in and buy one, because there has been videos, but I think I'd do an overall guide. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I did see something very interesting on X. So this is from Captain Sats. You can go follow him. This is Nacho as the token, overtaking Cadena as the market cap. I just thought it was funny that we'd see that. And then I actually took a look to see how much it would take to overtake Cadena in market cap, and it's probably around 2.4 times the value of Nacho right now. So we look here, the market cap is, let's just say 70 million. So we go back to Cadena's price, you can see we have around 2.4, 2.3. I personally believe it can definitely do that in the future and overtake this. Obviously people on the Cadena side might be, feeling some sort of way about that, but Cadena hasn't been doing very well, even over the past, let's just go to max. You can see the top was $24 and it's down to 50 cents right now, 60 cents. It did have a little revival there, but I don't think that Cadena is going to be coming back up anytime soon, or it might just be a dead chain from now on. Now, there are also some giveaways. I'm not affiliated with the kaspa token, but there is a meme contest, so you think you got what it takes to create the best meme for our favorite KRC-20 ghost. Now is your chance to prove it. The best meme wins 100,000 kaspa. And they'll be announcing more events on coinex.com. Basically a meme contest, and you can win 100,000 kaspa. I don't actually know what that's worth. Do they have a calculator here? No, they don't. We could do a quick calculation right here. So we take this number. So that's around $100, I believe, if I'm getting the calculation right. So $100 giveaway on that. So the best meme wins $100,000 of that. And I think it's going to be going up in price regardless. So it's up 32.5% in the month. And then on the 7-day, I don't actually know what it is. So you're having 0.00175, and it's all the way up. It peaked at 0.087. So around, I'd want to say like a 4, 5, or even maybe 6x increase in the past 7 days. So a lot of these coins are actually taken off. As I said, I wouldn't be speculating into the other ones because a lot of them are very new and they could go up in price by quite a lot, but the liquidity and market cap's not really there to actually trade it. So it might be like a meme coins where it's a kind of fake market cap or fake liquidity within the actual token. But I'd recommend probably the top ones. I still think that they're going to do very well in the future. They have been doing very well when we're looking at all these charts right here. And it's actually great to see because I thought that it was going to go down very, very quickly. Just because we've seen it with Bitcoin ordinals and Bitcoin runes. Nobody's really trading them anymore. And people who are still holding them, waiting for those to kind of tick back up. But most of these charts are steadily going up. If you look here, all these top ones are going up, and then you have a bunch of them down here which are going up. Mainly you see some of the tokens that are just newly coming on are kind of dupes of other tokens like meme coins on the Solana network, like Popcat that you're seeing here. Stuff like that, but I still think it holds some sort of, speculation to get into it, because for some reason meme coins do very well, and obviously meme tokens are going to do very well. So I don't really have my best investment for KRC-20 tokens, but if I was going to go out on a limb, I'd say just check Twitter, go through basically what's popping up, see what has a lot of hype around it, and then kind of make your decision on that. I wouldn't put loads of money into it, but a little bit here, some speculation. Maybe you can 10x or even 50x the money just on those tokens. So you can also see on these 90 days for active addresses and 90 days for transaction count, you can see a massive increase in the addresses coming onto kaspa coins. So this is a good indication of people, creating addresses for either KRC-20 or more adoption on the kaspa network. You can see it's around 18,000 here, and in the past day or so it's up to 117,000. So this was from 1 day ago. That's what the data's from. So 117,000 addresses, and then the transaction count, it was averaging around 100,000. This was obviously the KRC-20 launch, so we can't really count that. But let's just go in the last 7 days. You can see it's come from 233,000 all the way up to 2.3 million. So that's quite a lot of transactions going on the network, even though nothing's really launching necessarily in terms of KRC-20. I don't actually know where all those transactions are coming from, but it is a good sign for the network to see more transactions. Obviously, this one was a massive day for the kaspa network, kind of proving that it can handle these amount of transactions on the mempool and stuff like that. So it's always good to see some real world data on the actual kaspa network to see how it handles. And it looks like we're kind of rising back up to that 8 million transaction count. So you have 1.6 here and then 2.3 million here. I don't know what the data is for today because it hasn't updated fully, but you can see a rise in the transaction count. But KRC-20 has still kind of brought in basically double the transaction count on average. So it's around 100,000 for these kind of days. And then as you come here, it's like 200,000, 300,000. So at least a doubling in the transaction count for before the KRC-20 launch. So all these tokens also don't make up too much, I don't think, of the kaspa coin market cap. As you can see there, 3.2 billion, and then these are Probably if you added them all together, comes up to 100 million maybe. So around 3%, I want to say, of the market cap overall, which is good to see that people are still trading on there. The active transactions are obviously going up, but we still haven't seen the price of Kaspa coin go up relative in the past couple of days. This was a good time to actually buy Kaspa coin down here. And then as we're moving up 13 cents and it gets up to 13.5 right there. But we are kind of due for the next kind of uptick for Kaspa coin. As you can see there, we have our massive ones here. So up to 14 cents. And then this one was 18. And then this one was that 20-cent range. And then it came down pretty quickly after that. So I'm hoping to see, as this keeps trailing down, probably when we hit, I want to say just a little bit above the 10-cent range. That's probably when it's going to uptick and we're going to see it go up again. As we always say, not kind of financial advice, but I hope to see it go up. There is a lot of activity on the network, so it's not like Kaspa is dying necessarily. It's just there needs to be an extra leg up to maybe even 25 cents in the future to kind of keep it going through the Rust rewrite and then obviously onto smart contracts. And KRC-20 has been a big thing to actually keep the Kaspa price going up because people need to buy it to actually get into KRC-20. So overall, it's been working out good. Quick little update video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this.